Hey everyone, this is Rajendran here. In this video, we're gonna look into how to use historical data feed API and how to get the Upstox historical data feed using the AlgoMojo API is what we're gonna look into this particular session. So first of all you have to do is you have to go to the Upstox login, click on that Upstox login, ensure that you're logging in. In my case, it is already logged in with my Upstox login credentials. Once you logged into the Upstox platform, right? Once you logged into the Upstox AlgoMojo platform, first thing is like you have to go to the AlgoMojo documentation. Go to the algomojo.com/docs and go and pick up the Upstox platform. So where you can see the list of APIs supported by the Upstox broker. So one of the API is you can go and get the feed. So this feed is the API generally we can use to get the open, high, low, close of that particular date. We'll be able to get the open, high, low and close for that particular date. In my case, I'll copy this instruction. This is the instruction I have to send for that particular API endpoint. So I'll copy this link. For testing purpose, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the Postman. Let me open my Postman over here. So let me bring my Postman. I'll copy and paste those information as well. And the API endpoint, I'm going to use this instruction. So I copied and pasted both the API endpoint link in my Postman, and also I'm also going to copy the API request to the AlgoMojo. So I have to get the API key and API secret key here. I am going to my AlgoMojo platform. I'll go to my API. From here I'll go and get the API key and API secret key. So API key and API secret key over here. So once I get the API key and API secret key, now I'm setting my exchange and symbol and type as full. I'm sending this data. When I'm sending this data, I will be able to get the open, high, low, close values. I'll be able to get the last traded price. I'll be able to get even the total buy quantity, total sell quantity in the order book. I'm able to get the lower circuit, upper circuit details, 52-week high, 52-week low, and the top 5 bid and ask levels I'm able to get from here. Top 5 bid and ask levels from the order book I'm able to fetch using the feed API. Now this is for getting the codes, the recent codes. For getting the live codes, you can use this API. This API is directly fetched from the Upstox API data using AlgoMojo. Now there is one more interesting API I would like to discuss. Another API is like the historical API. So let me go and get the Upstox document. I'll go to the historical data set. From here you can copy this format, and historical is the name of the API. I'm going to copy this. Let me bring the data set. Of course I have to key in the new API key and a new API secret key, and also this one is supposed to be historical, and let me get the API key and API secret key again. I'll go back to the portal, copy the API key, let me paste the API key over here. Also go back to the platform, again get the API secret key. I'll get back this API secret key over here. Now here, if you could see, there are a couple of things you need to know about here. One is the symbol, another one is the exchange. If in case if you want to pass different exchanges, you can get those documentation at the AlgoMojo documentation. So here are the supported index. It supports the NSE, BSE indices. You can get the equity data, NSE equity and NSE BSE equity, BSE futures, BSE currency futures, NSE futures and options, NSE currency futures and options, MCX futures, all these exchanges you will be able to query it and you can get the data for that particular trading instrument. And the symbol is as per your Upstox trading symbol. You have to query that symbol. Interval is currently Upstox allows to get the 1 minute data, 5 minute data, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes data, and daily, weekly, and monthly data. So all these data sets, intraday level data sets, are available. Up to 180 days of data is available. However, they are restricting only up to 7 days of data by default. That means what I want to say here is, let's say today is the day is 30th of Jan. So I can get maximum up to 24 kind of data. I can get the start date as 24 and the end date is 31/21. If I pass this data, I will be able to get the historical data, 1 minute historical data for the last 7 trading days. I'll be able to get through that. You can see that a total 1500 records I'm able to get here. You can fetch it programmatically also. The simplest example here is, if I go to the start date, I can go and get if I put more than 7 days, I will be getting an error. Basically, Upstox API itself sends an error. It says like the date range should be 7 days. You can go and get any historical data within last 180 days. 180 days in the sense approximately last 6 months of 1 minute intraday data. Any day you can go and fetch those intraday data. For example, let's say I want to go and get December data. So December data, I'll go and make this as like 2012, 2020, last year December data. I want 7 days of December data, 2020. You will be able to fetch those details as well. Sorry, I have to mention within 7 days. So I'll make it something like 24/12/2020 to 30/12/2020. I'll click now. So I should be able to fetch the data for those corresponding period, which is interesting, right? Now I'll come back to the recent data set 24/1/21 and 20/31/2021. Now from here I can get a 5 minute data. I can get an hourly data. So I can get up to hourly data, something like hourly. I'll say like 60 minute. I'll put type 60. I'll be able to get the 60 minute data. I'll be able to get the 60 minute data only for the last 7 days. So if you want to get more data, then you have to query with more different start date and different end date. Now, if I want to get the daily data, what I have to do here is I will change the data from 60 to day in small letters, and I'll change the date to 1/1/2020. 1/1/2020. So here, if it is an intraday data, Upstox restricts maximum up to 7 trading days. Whereas in case of daily data or weekly or monthly data, you can go and get up to data since 2005 onwards. So here I'm just getting last 1 year of data here. I'll press send. So I should be able to get the daily data over here. You can see that I'm able to fetch up to records up to last 278 trading days of daily data I'm able to get. Daily end of the day is open, high, low, close data. I'm able to fetch using this. Now followed by that, we are also able to fetch data since 2005 onwards. 2005 onwards, if I try to send the data, I should be able to retrieve the data since 2005 onwards. See that the records which I am able to pull is almost 3000 records I am able to pull out at any given point of time. Now if I want a weekly data, all I have to do is I have to type simply week and type enter. I will be able to get the weekly data set. Weekly data set, the records are like 843 records are there. And for monthly data, able to type month and then press send. Obviously, you should be able to get the monthly data as well. So this way, you can fetch data historically into any applications. It could be an Excel application, it could be an Python application, it could be your C# application. So using this particular endpoint and sending the data in the JSON format, you can retrieve these data not only in Postman. Postman is only for testing purpose, but you can use in any of your application, and you can build your trading system or analytics platform on top of this. All right. So, and the best part is that you can use it at free of cost by opening an trading account with AlgoMojo. So if in case if you don't have an AlgoMojo account, what you have to do is go to the AlgoMojo platform. You can go to the AlgoMojo platform here. Scroll down to the end, click on open an account and enter your details and fill up and open an account. Open an Upstox account using AlgoMojo. Or I'm also given a referral link under the description. Using that referral link, you can open an account and you can get an access to the free Upstox API. Using that API, you can enjoy the benefits of automated trading. Not only automated trading, but also you will get access to the historical data APIs as well. So I hope you learned something new in this video. In the next video, I'll bring some more interesting concepts on the historical API, how you can collect those historical data, how you can bring that historical data into Excel is what I'm going to talk in the next session. See you in the next video.